Hey, welcome to Rev-n-Rip Sports Collections. Just want to go through and show you all the cards that I'm submitting to PSA tomorrow. So I've completed the first submittal of 20 cards and submitted it, got all the paperwork through. And then the second submittal, I've entered in everything, but PSA is having some technical difficulties right now, so I'll just keep trying there. End of the month, and they're having a month special for members on 1992 and present cards, so it's a reduced price. So I think everybody's just trying to overload the system and get their submittals in. But I'll just run through here. This is actually batch. I'll go through batch one here first. This is, we got Dwayne Haskins. It's a gold, and it is out of 10. So it's 6 out of 10. Submit that. Actually got this on eBay before he passed away for like 10 bucks. So I think it'd be a good submittal. It's real nice, clean edges. So I'm submitting everything that I believe is a 9.5 and higher. So those are the only questionable cards. So this Randy Moss here, bought this off eBay probably 10 years ago. The Dwayne Haskins doesn't have any pop on this one. The Randy Moss here has 384 PSA 10 pops. So I'm going to give you all the pop count. I believe, honestly, a 9 or a 10 on this. I've written down a 9. So if it gets a 10, that would be great. It's the back, you know, they allow a little more tolerance than the front. You know, I don't think that it's off really, but I went ahead and wrote down a 9 on this. Peyton Manning. So this is his Topps Chrome, and I'm not sure if this is the refractor or not. It's hard to see why it's in this case. Maybe you can see it better in this one. See how it lights up, and his jersey lights up blue. So, you know, I mean, that's, and I've looked online at the difference between the normal Topps Chrome and the refractor, and I just can't see it. So, I mean, it shows the refractor lighting up his jersey, this teal. So, you know, I got this on eBay right around the early part of the pandemic. So prices were up pretty substantial, and, you know, compared to what they are now. I'm hoping that this is the refractor. That's what I have submitted it as, and I'll let them judge, because personally I cannot tell a difference. So the back is off a little bit left to right, but again, they allow tolerance. Everything else, corners are sharp. There's no, the surface is clean. So if this is normal Topps Chrome, then there's 1,405 of these. If it's a refractor, it's 44, and the price goes up drastically. I mean, it's from like $200, $250 up to a couple $1,000. So I'm really hoping that comes back as the refractor. Here we've got a Cade Cunningham in the blue Velocity. You actually pulled this out of a pack. I'm submitting this for my son. I really didn't get a pop on this. I didn't look it up. I know it's low, just probably, you know, around the 20 mark on a 10, but very clean, pulled straight from a pack, thrown into a penny sleeve. If it comes back at a 10 right now, it's right at $60. Here we have a Darius Slay 2013 black. That is out of 25. So it's very clean edges. Again, these 2013 score, they're very good as far as symmetrical coming back. This one, there's no pop on it. You know, black out of 25. So this would be a pop 1. Pulled this from a pack back in 2013. Penny sleeved it. And same as this Travis Kelce rookie here. At the time in 2013, I was heavy on score, heavy on another brand I can't think of. It wasn't Topps or anything like that. It wasn't Donruss. But, you know, just very basic. You know, this kind of the transition right before things got real crazy. So this one, I have it coming back as a 10 as well. This Travis Kelce auto. So that one there has a pop of 863. This has a pop of 7. So again, straight from a pack, penny sleeve. This was before Travis Kelce was Travis Kelce. And, you know, I just thought he was some, you know, big dude. Really didn't know anything about him whatsoever. I did draft him late in my fantasy football league at the time, and turned out to be, you know, a hit, obviously, and did good for me in that for a couple years. Here we've got a Kevin Durant rookie. This has a high pop of over 3,000, but again, symmetrical, corners sharp, you know, lines up on the back. Gave that card to my son, so if that comes back as a 10, he'll be real happy with that. And here's Elijah Mitchell. So, you know, they're going to the Super Bowl, pulled this from a pack. He did score a touchdown in the playoffs here. So I'm hoping that, you know, get this back in a couple months and I'll be able to flip it pretty quick, I believe. Here's DK Metcalf. Probably paid a little too much for this one. I think I paid, I don't know, around $30, $40 maybe around the pandemic time, but very clean card. This one has a pop of 8. So it's the Elite Series. So, you know, if I can't get a 10 out of that, it will definitely help me out with what I paid for it. And then I've got a lot of base Patrick Mahomes cards that I'm sending in. There's no reason none of these should be, that all of these should be a 10. Again, straight from a pack into a penny sleeve. So these, I didn't even look at the pop of these. And I'll just wait till I get them back to look them up. Here's a MJ 93-94. I got this a long time ago. I'm really expecting this to be a 9. It's off center a little bit. And this corner down here, I'm questioning it. I mean, it looks sharp 1 minute, the next minute it doesn't. But I mean, I don't see anything crazy with it. All the other corners are clean, but I'm suspecting a 9 on this. If it comes back any less than a 9, like an 8, then, that'd be a bust. But I'm trying to judge these with a very critical mindset. And here, my son pulled this out of a pack. It's Anthony Cole Blue. It's out of 99. So, I think it's 2020 rookie card. And he just wants this in his collection since he pulled it from a pack. And I understand that. So I'm going to submit that. This Aaron Judge, it's a gold. It's out of 50. There, 45 out of 50. So it's a gold Bowman refractor. And I couldn't find it on PSA, pop. But whenever I went to submit it, I was able to find it, not a picture of the card. So that tells me this probably does not have a pop submitted on it. So, if that does come back at 10, which I think it would, then I would probably, flip that, sell that. And then here's Travis Kelce, just submitting it because I know it is clean, pulled it from a pack. And this would probably fetch around $100, you know, after the Super Bowl, maybe more. And then I purchased this off of eBay probably a year, 2 years ago, you know, just for like $3. But Walt Frazier, I mean, he's a legend. The card looks real good. I think it'd be nice to get this encapsulated. So that would be batch 1, and then here's batch 2. So batch 1 is 1992 to today, more modern cards, and this is 1980 to present. So we've got George Bell. This has a pop of 9. I'm sorry, a pop of 42. George Bell Topps rookie. I actually have this coming in as a 9. Is again, it's this corner here. It's not bad. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's not bad at all. I've had this one since I was a kid. Just liked it. A lot of blues, and you know, real clean card. Everything else, you know, it's a little fat down here on the bottom, so that might be a little over tolerant. So I mean, this one could come back an 8. But if it does, then, you know, I'll just keep it myself. And then this MJ, the USA Olympics, this has a pop of like 1804. So, you know, there's a lot of these that are 10 in this set. There's no reason why this card won't come back as a 10. I actually pulled this on one of the videos that I have posted. Here's another MJ, pulled this from a pack. I believe this will come back as a 10. If it doesn't, I'll be shocked. You know, the white at the top and the bottom, very symmetrical, left and right as well. You know, that's a $250 card coming back as a 10. Here's the a Champs card, very symmetrical. Again, thick border, bold border, easy to tell if it's off. Again, so I believe this is a 10 here. Let's see, don't want to mess them up. So there's a pop of 667 on the championship trophy. This Bo Jackson rated rookie, pulled it out of a pack. I'm sorry, out of a box and then a pack. So this was also on the box break where I pulled 4 Bo Jacksons out of that box. So this one is the most symmetrical. I did have a busted corner on one of the Bo Jacksons. You know, with the black border, it's very difficult to keep clean. But again, straight from a pack into a penny sleeve. So I have that as a 10. This Mark Jackson with the Menendez brothers there in the background. There's a pop of 159 on this. Looks very symmetrical, very clean. Open this on a video as well. You can see the border left to right, top to bottom. You know, and a lot of these cards, if I'm questioning it, then I'll pull up PSA 9, PSA 10s on eBay and just review those cards. So I'm trying to get as like majority of the people, as many 10s as possible, but again, I'm very critical. Here's the hologram that I pulled on the video, and so I had this as a 10, you know, straight from the pack into a penny sleeve, into a hard case, and then into this floppy case here. So I have that as a 10. This Mark McGuire, again, very difficult. You know, a little thick up here compared to here, but there is a little 60-40 tolerance that they allow. It's typically the left and right on these cards that can get it in trouble. But if you look on the back here, so it's a little thick here versus here, but see, it's a little strange. There's not as much orange yellow there, but that border is thicker up here. So, you know, I've got this one as a 10. If it comes back as a 9, you know, I get it. Personal preference. This Conseco, I tell you, I've got 3 Consecos, and this is the least questionable out of the 3. These Donners, the way the pinstripes coming down the sides, and it's like they twist like this. If you stare at them too long, you're just, I mean, it's just so misconceiving. You know, it's not that far off here compared to the others. You know, it is straight. It does seem to get thicker down here versus here to there. So it might be diagonal shifted a little bit. I've got this as a 9.5. I'm just real questionable on it. This Bo Jackson here, so that Conseco has a pop of 751. So it tells you there's a lot of Consecos out there. So 751 pop is very difficult to get a 10 in that. This Bo Jackson here, I actually won it as a kid in a dice game at a card show. So I got this for $1. You know, the pop 10 on this is 115. So I have it listed as a 9.5. You know, it's a little thick over here compared to here, but I've looked at 10s online and they all carry something that is shifted just a little bit. So it's not bad. Here's a little thin down here, but it's thin up here. So I don't know. 9.5 is what I have it. I hope it comes back as a 10. If so, you know, this is, you know, about an $800-900 card if it does come back as a 10. Here, this one is this one's funny. Deion Sanders, bought it off of eBay a couple years ago. I just wanted a real clean Deion Sanders rookie. Again, so this is a tops traded, you know, T or 110T here. I have, so they have the tops traded, and then they have the tops traded Tiffany. And, you know, that's a Tiffany set. And I'll tell you, you compare them online, and the back of the Tiffany is the exact same color. It's got that bold pop, which most traded cards do. I did feel the surface. It is glossy. You know, I don't know how glossy it needs to be a Tiffany. So I've submitted it as a Tiffany, hoping that it's graded as a Tiffany. So a Tiffany has a pop of 12. And so, no, I'm sorry. A Tiffany has a pop of 197. And just the normal tops traded has, it's 1,123. So the value of a 10 on a normal Deion versus a Tiffany is about $700. So large difference there. So I'm hoping that it comes back as a Tiffany. Here, Cal Ripken Jr., very symmetrical, top, bottom, left, right. Again, same on the back, very clean. Sharp edges. I actually won this card at a different card show as a kid on the exact same dice game. So I got this card for $1, and at the time it was $50. So if it grades as a 10, it's about a $1,200-1,300 card. So I'm really hoping that it does come back as a 10. I know whenever I won it on the game, the guy that I won it from on one roll of the dice, I got snake eyes. He was very disappointed that I won, that I got a $50 card. So hopefully that $1 turns into $1,200-1,300. The next few cards are different. So this is I've pulled all 3 of these from videos on my page. You know, Rev-n-Rip Sports Collections. So they all look very good to me. They look like 10s to me. Very clean, straight into a penny sleeve from the pack. 1990 tops. Now, so this has I forget what do they call this? It's just like a discrepancy or something. It's where Topps is not affiliated with the NFL, blah, 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 trademarks. So cards, some of the cards had this and some don't. Those that do have it, there's more value to it. So I opened this box a couple weeks ago on my channel. So the pop on this one, let me see here, is 12 with this in here. So that is a 12. So submitting that, Jerry Rice, Andre Reed, the pop on this is also a 12 with the label warning here. Very symmetrical, clean. This one did have another pop of 1 if it did not have these hash marks like a football field. So if the card did not have these, there was only a pop of 1 on it. So, you know, these are pretty valuable. Here's a Barry Sanders. Again, has the warning down here. And again, these are more valuable than the ones that don't have it. So here you got top and bottom, very symmetrical, left and right, very clean all the way around. This has a pop of 53. So I'm expecting a 10 there. So most of these cards here I have pulled from videos that I've filmed. This is Dan Fouts, AFC Pro Bowl 1983 Topps. This has a pop of 76. There's nothing wrong with this card at all. It comes back sharp corners, borders. You know, out of that whole box, there's probably, I don't know, 5, 8 cards maybe. A proximity that I feel would be a 10. So Dan Fouts is the most well-known out of all those. If it comes back as a 10, I think I could probably get $80 for that. Barry Bonds, very clean. Pulled a couple of these. This one here, symmetrical. Again, sharp corners, obviously. I had this as a 10. There's 1,891 of these, but it still pulls in 100, 120 bucks. So if that comes back as a 10, I'll definitely let that one go. Tony Gwynn and the Tim Raines got these online a couple of years ago for like $4 each. This one may have been, you know, about 10. I actually bought 4 or 5 of the Tim Raines, and this one, so the burgundy border on some of my cards, it's more red than burgundy. But, you know, that's a manufacturer issue. That is not a card issue. So it's very clean all the way around, tight edges, symmetrical. So I have the Tim Raines. There's 317 pop. On the Tony Gwynn Fleer, there's 802. You know, it looks heavy on the top versus the bottom, but I looked at other 10s and they were the exact same way. So I think it all depends upon the grader at that point. Maybe they also look back at PSA 10s. Hopefully they do. And then this Darryl Strawberry, I pulled it from 86 Fleer box just the other day. This has a pop of 56, and this here is about $120, $130 card. So feel very comfortable and confident with it. So everybody knows that card. Very, very clean, looks good for Darryl. But that's about it. So I'll submit these tomorrow and, you know, get them back in 60, 65 days. And I'll do another video and we'll see what we get.